Bliss, everyone. Welcome to another card reading, weekly card reading with me, Rissa Viberz, aka Readings by Rissa. So excited to connect with you as always. I'm going to give you all a little bit of time to connect here while I get my things together as well. And I'm hoping you had a wonderful Thanksgiving last week and a good holiday, nice time with friends and family, or a nice time for yourself to love on yourself. And we've got a lot of interesting and cool things coming up this week. And today is a really interesting day, so I'll go over that as well. All right, everyone, so I want to go ahead and start. I've got my pendulum here in case we need it. All right, so we are going over this week, the week of 11/25 to December 1st. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I see you. Hi, guys. And it is going to be a great week. First of all, I want to, as I always do, go over a little bit of the astrology influence for this week coming up. And then I'll go over what I've been feeling intuitively for the week, and then I'll pull some cards for us as well. Now, before I start, I want to let everyone know, in case you haven't seen any of my readings before, my name is Rissa Viberz, aka Readings by Rissa, and I am a trance channel, psychic, intuitive, and I also do energy work as well, and I'm a musician. So I kind of use my intuitive influence and my message to spread love and light and happiness and bliss to everyone, and unconditional love really is what it's all about through all of those channels. So that's how I do my practice and my own personal purpose. And so I'm here for you now and giving you these readings every week so that you can have some intuitive guidance and also learn how to do this yourself, because I believe that everybody can tap into these gifts that you have, and we all share intuition, we all share the ability to heal, we all share the ability to channel. And so in the readings that I give and in the interactions that I have with you on the other videos that I do on this channel, I'm always wanting to make sure that you know how to do this yourself and how to tap in yourself. So I like to guide you through it. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of centering ourselves, because that's a big part of tapping into your intuition, is clearing any thoughts of the day or influence of the week and really centering into your intention. So let's do that together now that we have some people here joining us as a collective. We can put all of our energy together and get this reading extra potent in love and light. So let's go ahead and get comfortable real quick and do a nice 3-breath meditation. Let's start by breathing deeply in. And exhale to relax. Inhale. And exhale to relax. Next, inhale, biggest one yet, opening up to all of the spirit messages for this week. All of the spirit world's influence of light and love, and a big exhale to relax as we center ourselves in this intention as a collective. All right, go ahead and open your eyes and let's get into it. So for the astrology influence that I want to go over a little bit today is really exciting. We are in the middle of, or the end of November, and the November month is an 11 month. We talked about this, the heightened spiritual awareness. So we've been in this portal, but also today, Jupiter, today and tomorrow actually, Jupiter is meeting the sun, meaning the sun and Jupiter are actually facing each other, and we are experiencing a lot of that energy. Now, what that means energetically is that Jupiter represents abundance. It represents luck. It represents joy. It also represents home and family. It represents a stability and success and a movement forward towards more success. And so we're feeling that Jupiter influence, and then we're also feeling the sun meeting Jupiter, illuminating that influence, allowing more light to shine on it, and actually enticing more activation and action in response to that success and abundance of Jupiter. So we're actually feeling both influences, and it's illuminating a lot of luck for us, a lot of prosperity today, and a feeling of success and infinite possibility. So we're going to be feeling that today and tomorrow as the two face off. And that's a really nice energy for us as well, because we just got over the full moon last week, and we felt a lot of that dualistic energy over the weekend, I'm sure, and even last week as well. And we were feeling that mystique, that mystery, and that enticing energy of the unknown. And some of that translated as a little bit of fear or doubt in the unknown, because that's a normal conditioning that we have here in this society. But if we push past that fear of the unknown and that doubt and that cloudiness and allow ourselves to embrace it as we did this weekend, then we're able to feel even more that influence of Jupiter and the Sun meeting and illuminating more prosperity and more opportunity of abundance for ourselves. So that's where we're at right now, and that is such an exciting place to be, because this week going forward is going to be a really nice momentum into positive change, into creating from where we have been enticed to, from the duality and the awareness that we had last week, and then creating from that with that wisdom that we gained over the weekend and today and tomorrow, and moving into new beginnings, new insight, new prosperity, abundance, and plethoras of it. And when we open up to seeing that from our spirit guides, and we ask our spirit guides to assist us in seeing those opportunities clearly, that's when we really get a full perspective on where these big experiences and kind of lucky opportunities are going to take us. So we have a lot of that energy moving forward into this week, and it's so great to start with that, because everything moving forward with this week now will have that filter of prosperity and abundance and success and achievement. So it's really important to hone in that energy, and you can soak up the sun this weekend and try to get in your areas of sun. If you're in the areas that they're not so sunny, try to see if you can find a nice area, or if you notice that there's a little bit of sun coming through the clouds, go soak that up when you get the opportunity. Feel into that sun activation. It's so important for us to feel the activation of the sun, because the sun does inspire us to move forward and to act on our intuition and to use our behaviors and actions to express the wisdoms that we just received from more of our divine feminine side, which is more of like the moon, the reflective, observant, intuitive moon. And that's what we just enjoyed over this last week, was that full moon, that intuitive moon. So now we're moving more into the sun energy and acting on all of the things that we were aware of last week. So this is a really great time. All right, so that's really the only big astrological influence that I have for you for this week. However, we do have the portal ending this week, and we did experience that portal day 3 on 11/22 on Thanksgiving last week. So make sure to go watch the full moon reading like I did last week. It's up on the YouTube channel as well, and also a Thanksgiving video I posted talking about the portal day 3. That was the big portal to kind of make ourselves come full circle in our awareness and our heightened spiritual activation from this month. And now we're moving forward in this understanding of what that activation brought us and how to now embody it with that activation from the sun, that influence of acting out what we gained insight on. So we're really moving forward. We're really inspired right now. And it's important to remain balanced in that. So make sure that you're observing how you're feeling when you're really inspired to act. Make sure you're not doing anything too impulsively, but that it's intuitive. If it feels really good and it feels like, oh, this is perfect place, perfect time, I know exactly what this is bringing me and what the timeline is. Or it might not even be that you know exactly what the timeline is, but you just know it feels right, because there is still that essence of mystery and unknown from lingering from the full moon. So it's okay to move forward in the unknown if you feel really intuitively guided to, and you feel like it just is a gut feeling and your heart is really into it and it just feels completely in sync with your path. Then move forward and go for that, and show your spirit that you are ready to take those risks by moving forward and acting on your intuition. That's what this month is all about, and it will bring you abundance from that Jupiter influence. The portal day as well, we're moving forward, we're ending that, so we're really learning how to embody. And so once we hit kind of the 29th to the 30th, we're going to be moving completely out of the portal, and we'll really feel probably a little bit of a shift with that, feeling a sense of, a lot of times how I describe it when I'm feeling an activation kind of end or come to a close, is it's a feeling of neutrality, of pulling back from that heightened, like active, intuitive place where everything is kind of energetically stimulating, to everything kind of feeling like almost numb or neutral. And so expect that at the end of the week, and know that if you're feeling that, it may feel a little bit like you're out of it, you're really spacey, it just feels kind of abnormal and weird. Give yourself some time to rest and adapt. It's just you adapting to that shift. It's just you adapting to moving out of that portal. Especially since we've been in such a long portal, it's important that we allow ourselves to just move out of that smoothly. And if we notice those effects of that shift, give ourselves time, lots of love, drink lots of water, go out into nature and ground yourself, feel into that energy of Mother Earth, knowing that we're connected to Earth, and that because of that shift, it feels very much like we're not so connected to Earth. So going out into nature can give us that stability and support that we need to hone our energy back down into the more rooted aspect of ourself, which is more physical. And we've been really astral and cosmic this month, so we have to feel that adapting to that shift. We have to feel that kind of coming down from the portal, I like to say. So just expect that at the end of the week, probably on like Thursday and Friday is going to be where it's going to be probably most intense. And then the weekend will start to feel a little bit less weird. You'll start to feel like you're back into your own self. And you may feel a little bit of depression because of that, because sometimes if you really are enjoying that spiritual activation and that essence, and then you instantly just kind of feel that neutrality, it might feel a little bit morose or just kind of melancholy. So just love on yourself and know that that's normal, and you just have to give it a little time, wait it out, meditate, really honor your own process in that, and you'll be fine. Just give it some time. And I'll probably do a video on that if it's really intense as well, just to help guide you guys also. All right, so that is it for the astrology influence and kind of more of that intuitive basis. I'm going to go ahead and pull cards now and send you on your way, okay? All right, also, I wanted to say a couple of stones. I've been really enjoying doing this for you guys as well, as giving you stones that can help you in whatever we're experiencing through the week. So the first stone I have is Citrine. It's for abundance. It's going to help activate even more of that Jupiter and Sun influence. It actually even looks like the sun. You can meditate with this in nature or just to yourself, feeling into that abundance energy and asking for more of it, and really asking for more activation and merging with that Jupiter Sun influence. And it's really great because Citrine is also great for the creative center, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus. It kind of does both. And so we just got over that full moon in Gemini, which is really stimulating for creativity, and it's allowing us to create from our wisdom and from our intuition and from our awareness of our duality. And so we are able to really come full circle with that with the Citrine this week. So use that, pocket it, carry it around with you, and I think you'll notice that it gives you a sense of joy and prosperity and extra uplifting energy as well. All right, another one is Jade. This is really good for luck as well, so it brings in that Jupiter influence, and it also is really good for inner peace and calm. And so it's good to help us if we're feeling stressed or needing a little bit of that calming energy, to just kind of hold it, meditate with it, carry it around, and also help activate that luck as well. Last one I'll say, or actually this one was from last week, you guys. I think I talked about the opalite. This is opalite. It's really cool and effervescent, a lot of different colors, really good for emotional balance. So this is a great one still this week too, because it's good for helping us balance that duality that we felt from the full moon, and really getting ourselves in harmony with anything that's dualistic in our life and needing balance. Also for those empaths and those water signs that we were talking about in the full moon reading, really good, opalite. All right, and then the last crystal I'll talk about, turquoise. Amazing for communication. We're in that Mercury retrograde. Now we're pretty much in the middle of it. We're pretty deep into it. So if you're feeling those communication issues or a difficulty in communicating or being understood, make sure that you carry some turquoise around. I like this one. It's a mala pretty much, so I can kind of meditate or chant some throat chakra activating mantras for each bead that I hold if I'm meditating, and I can just hold it or wear it all day. It's really nice for that. And there's a lot of throat chakra activation for people going on right now. I've just been getting a ton of people needing that, and it's been kind of a common thing. So allow yourself to carry some things like turquoise around, and maybe even meditate with a piece of turquoise on your throat to help activate more of your throat chakra, because we're really moving into speaking our truth, embodying our truth, communicating better and more smoothly with the wisdom that we've gained from this month. And so it's important that we really allow ourselves to adapt and harmonize with that even more and give our voice the power that it deserves. Okay, now I'm going into cards, I promise. All right, you all. So I am being guided to pull these ones. These are, guys, are always the big cards to hold. So bear with me on my shuffle here. And I'm just going to ask, what is the influence for this weekend moving into the beginning of the week? And you know what? This card popped up immediately, so we're going with that. All right, now I'm also going to ask, what about the middle of the week, and how are we going to be focusing in this energy from this week's influence? So what is the focus and the middle of the week, kind of the meat of the week, going to be all about? All right, I see one popping up. Put your energy into it, y'all. I can feel a bunch of energy coming through here. All right, they're helping me pick because they're fluctuating. I just saw them shift, so I think you're putting your energy, there's one, into an answer. That one came up right away after saying that. All right, and the last one I'm gonna ask, centering our energy into the cards, I'm gonna ask, what is the influence for the end of the week, towards the end of the portal, the closing of the portal? What do we need to focus on there? How can we navigate through that ending of the portal smoothly? Here we go. All right, here we go. All right, first one is the beginning of the week, the kind of weekend where we're at right now with that Jupiter influence. All right, now don't get alarmed. It says sorrow, but sorrow is really important because if you notice this card, it's got a lot of these flowers coming out of this vase, kind of pouring down into this watering energy. And this is really important, and it's cool because this color here is kind of like that sun influence, and we're pouring out the sorrow. And so that's the main picture I'm getting from this card, and the main intuitive influence on this is that we're pouring out, we're releasing. We've done a lot of releasing from last week of any of the sorrow. We might have seen some things that gave us more sorrow and realizing what we really need to release in our life, or what we're really shifting out of. And that may have brought some sorrow and grief. But what it is also bringing is prosperity. These flowers represent new life. They represent a delicate energy that we have now moved into. They represent the vulnerability and the opening up of the heart space. Where we were vulnerable, we were able to open up and feel that sorrow and see what that meant. And now because we've opened up our heart and seen that and recognized the liberation that comes with being vulnerable and being aware, we're now moving out of it because we released it, and we're gaining wisdom from it, from an intuitive way. And all these vases down here, all these empty vases here, they're going to be filled with these flowers. They're going to be filled with this new life, this new prosperity, this new energy. And the cups in tarot are all about abundance and wealth. And so we're filling that in. And so the next 2 days, we are moving into that Jupiter abundance and that sun's influence. So we have had some sorrow, and we might still have some sorrow, but know that it is allowing for more space of happiness and prosperity to move in as you recognize what that sorrow means and release it, and know that it's just time to let it go. It's finally time to let it go so that you can open up so much more space for more new life and new prosperity and that Jupiter influence of luck and abundance. Remember, luck is really important because it's often unexpected. It's prosperity that's unexpected. And we're usually not expecting abundance when we're feeling sorrow. We're usually not expecting to feel or see the silver lining when we're focused on sorrow. but that's what we're doing here. We're moving into a place of recognizing where abundance can fill our old voids from sorrow, where we've released sorrow and now have this empty space where new abundance and luck and prosperity can fill in with a sun's influence. That color is so significant. It's so interesting that that sun color is on the vase. It's the only color jumping out at me on this card. So really cool. All right, next one. Okay, this is going to be the meat of the meat of the week, the kind of energy of the middle of the week and what we're feeling from that. Okay, knower. We are knowing all that we have been through and understanding why. The knower represents a wisdom. It represents an understanding of intellect and intuition. It's a combination, it's a balance, and there's a duality even there in the intuitive aspect and the intellectual aspect, the left and the right brain. And we're combining it here. We have Einstein there. He was so intuitive and also incredibly intellectual. He went with the flow. He went with the flow on a lot of his inventions. He just followed his intuition. But he also used his knowledge to bring in more of that abundance. So that's what we're doing this week. And that's what we want to really focus on, is finding that understanding of harmonizing the intuition with the intellect. Really, really big. Now we're also seeing some cosmic influence here with the stars. So we're really bringing in more of that cosmic energy, and we're balancing that as well. And we're also holding on to these crystals. So we're talking about these crystals just like I talked about here. So really allow yourself to harmonize with crystals as well, because crystals work in a lot of amazing ways. They're cosmic in nature, but they're also earth-based. They're also from the earth. And so they're kind of like this beautiful harmony in itself. So working with crystals this week can also help activate that knower. And also looking for crystals that you might need to activate something for you more further. So if you know that you're having an issue with the throat chakra, if you know that you're trying to really harmonize your emotions and you're having trouble, go research some crystals to do that, and go get those crystals and see how it feels to meditate with them and hold into that energy. All right, so we're really clearly knowing, okay? Now the last one, this is going to be the end of the week, kind of the end of the portal. Time, space. What an interesting card for that, for the end of the portal, time, space. It's allowing us to understand that even though this portal is ending, it is not governed by time and space. In fact, this portal carries with us the activation forever. This is a absent from time and space influence. The portal is within us now. And that's really what this month was about, was moving that portal and centering ourselves within and feeling into the illusion of time and space by really activating a lot of spiritual awareness and understandings of past lives, or cosmic connections, or just intuitive aspects of yourself and gifts that you've had forever. And so we've realized that this month and in this portal, and now we have activated that portal within us, and we are moving forward with that portal activated, no longer governed by time and space, because it is permanent. It is with us for this eternity. And we've really done a great job in activating that. And we continue to activate it from this point forward. We can't go backwards either. There's no past involved here. We're not going back. We're in the present moment, and we're moving in every moment more and more into that activation, that energy, our true selves, our true heightened spiritual awareness. Amazing, amazing, amazing cards. Okay, so real quick, one more time. If you're feeling sorrow today and tomorrow, we're letting it go. And actually, I really don't think it's going to be a lot of you feeling sorrow. I think this is more, like I said, just about recognizing the sorrow from last week and now feeling an abundance from it, feeling an understanding from it, feeling a sense of freedom and activation from it. And we're pouring out the sorrow and letting in that abundance today and tomorrow. So I really don't think many people are going to feel much sorrow, but it's about recognizing the silver lining from the sorrow that we're feeling today and tomorrow with that Jupiter Sun influence. knower in the middle of the week, recognizing that you know what you need, going out and searching and harmonizing the intellect with the intuition, following the guidance of your intuition in researching what you know you need from what you've gotten intuitively, and moving forward in learning more about that as you go. And finally, time and space. It's all an illusion. We are fully activated in our spiritual awareness now, no longer governed by time and space, no longer looking to the past or the future, staying present in the moment, activated by our cosmic selves and our earth energy, and fully harmonized with the end of this portal as we continue our growth in spiritual awareness from this point forward. All right, you all, that's it. 25-minute reading, a little longer than I expected, but I hope it was okay for you. Make sure to comment below if this resonated with you. Let me know how it went. And also, if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions at all, feel free to let me know. Also know that I do offer personal readings. I do intuitive readings with mediumship, past life. I do energy cleansing as well with Reiki practice, and starseed readings. I do those also. So I have a ton of readings available to you if you're interested in that. I'm running a special still until December 12th for only $177 for a combo reading and energy cleansing, and a past life reading combo, which is really cool. I've been doing a lot of these this week since I did the special, and people are having some really transformative experiences, super deep karmic cleansing, because we're going into the past lives and we're activating the gifts from the past lives and the understanding and wisdom from the past lives, but we're also clearing any resistance to those gifts and those abundances and those wisdoms, and also clearing any of the karmic energy that is holding us back in this life from the past life, and clearing anything on the surface in this present energy as well. So it's a nice combo. It's usually valued at about $210 total, so I'm doing it for $177 on a special until the 12th of December. All right, you all, I will see you soon. Make sure to follow me on all the social medias at Readings by Rissa on Instagram, and also you can find me on Facebook as well at Readings by Rissa. And you can email me too at readingsbyrissa at gmail.com. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys soon. I love you. Have a great, great day and an amazing week. Bye, guys.